So the pre-order for Pokemon's newest set, Mega Evolution, dropped yesterday. But don't feel bad if you didn't catch a drop, because you could potentially still get it. The question is, would you actually pay the price? Let's get to it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, let me know your thoughts. So today we're going to be looking at how crazy this market really is. And also, of course, the prices of the Pokemon Center ETBs on the secondary market, as well as the booster boxes. So let's take a look at here. We're on eBay, and as you can see, these prices, they're insane. I'm not going to lie. They're insane. Are you willing to pay? That's totally up to you. Some people can afford to spend more money, and it doesn't hurt them. Some of us, even though we can afford to spend it, aren't happy spending it, and then some of us just can't, right? So yeah, you got the Gardevoir art of the Mega Evolution PCTB here for $190, $15 delivery. That's $205 plus tax, probably somewhere around like $220 total. The Lucario here is at $185. You have a few prices varying. You're gonna see somewhere, most of them are selling for about $160 to like $190, which is pretty insane. And like I said before, anything pre-release is pretty crazy. What this set's going to do once it comes out, how will it perform on the market, we don't actually know. It may crash. It may totally crash. I don't think it's going to crash, but it might. Or it might skyrocket. So buying at these prices may be a bad thing or can actually be a good thing. We won't know until the set finally drops what is going to drive the set, like what SIRs are going to be in it. Like, we don't even know any of that yet. So that's something to consider. I understand why people would be weary when it comes to paying prices like these. And I also understand why people would actually pay these prices. I, though, would not. I would not. I'm just saying I would not. They're just, in my opinion, too absurd. It's just too early. And that's why they're too absurd. So yeah, you have the bundle here of both for $300. That's $150 each. The booster box, you'll see prices from $250 to $330, like this one right here. Crazy. I can't believe, like, there's actually sales. We're gonna look at the sold items as well. They do. Some people are selling the whole bundle here, but look at this. This is $700 for. I don't care that it says $695. They want to make it look good. It's $700. That's crazy. That's a lot of money for a set that we don't even know what it has yet. I would just wait. $300 again for this booster box. I mean, aside from how they evolved, what Scarlet and Violet booster box is at $300? And we're talking about boxes that are out of print. This would be an insane buy. That's just something. Just think about it like that. Compare it to things that have already sold, that have been around. Once again, here, the whole thing, $685, the 2 ETBs and the box. That's insane. What a quick flip for some people, though, because I know people are going to buy this. Quick flip. You spent $300 on Pokemon, on the Pokemon Center's website, and now you're going to make $650 or more. Like, look at it, $750 with the bundle. Insane. Crazy. Like I said, I would not recommend it. Let's look at the sold listings. They have the singles here because you put Mega anything and it just pops up. But you got the bundle here of the 2 ETBs for $340. That's $170 per ETB. It's a lot of money. $280. Once again, a lot for a set that we don't even know. I think, what is it? What's at like $280 right now? Twilight Masquerade, $285. Destined Rivals is not even here, and that's supposed to be the #1 performing booster box in all of Scarlet and Violet once it's out of print. Insane. It's not even at this price. Paying this price would be a little crazy. We have the, once again, $325 for the 2 here, for the 2 ETBs. Let's see. There's a lot more, guys. This is the thing, is that these are clearly, these sales happened today. These singles here, so they're taking up a lot of the room. Yesterday there were a lot. They were just riddled with them back to back. $285 for the booster box. $166. It has to be just for one. It's not plural. It's just as ETB. I don't know which art, but whatever. It doesn't matter. $300 again for the box here. I mean, we see listings for less than $300. So I don't know why people are paying $300. Yesterday people weren't paying $300. Because I actually planned to make this video yesterday and I didn't. Look right here, $260 today. $260. That's, I think this box is probably going to be around this price, just because of where we are in the hobby right now. Everything is so hyped up. to the point where you don't even have to see what's in it and people aren't buying it, just like this. And it's like every other box is just skyrocketing. It doesn't matter what it is. You know, Obsidian Flames was hated. It was hated. Now the box is $240, $250. Pretty crazy. This market is insane. So yeah, guys, people are buying it. Look, I said it. I said it. $750 for the whole package right here. That's insane. So this person spent, what was it? It was 306 from what I remember yesterday when you buy the 2 ETBs in the box, plus the $27 booster bundle. About $330. Flipped them to $750. That's more than 200% profit. I mean, sorry, that's more than 200% in the total sale. But you definitely made over 100% profit. Insane. That's so crazy. I can't believe people are buying like this. 550. That's a more I don't know. It looks more attractive at 550, but I think it's still a lot, right? If you think about, I don't know. How bad is that really? I don't know. This might be the best buy I've seen. 550. Of course, the person that sold this is still making a good amount of money, but when it comes to secondary prices, which is all we're going to see once it releases, we're not going to see anything other than that unless you're buying from Best Buy, Target, or Walmart. Outside of that, all secondary prices, all websites are going to have something that when you probably add them up, it's going to be something close to this. If it's a $220 box at release, and each one of these is 150, that's pretty close. That'd be at 520. 550 is pretty close to that. That's probably what it's going to look like market price when all this releases. I wouldn't be surprised. It's going to be around there somewhere, I would think. But yeah, guys, people are buying. Would you buy this though? Like, tell me. I want you guys to let me know. Would you buy at these prices? We're over here on 130 point, the website, 130 point sales. The eBay sales are here. I was looking at this yesterday because some of these, I guess they weren't the exact sales. It was best offer. And so there was a lot more. Is there not a second page? July 16th. Do they not list the second page here? That sucks. Yesterday I was here and I saw all the listings for yesterday. Why wouldn't they have the ones for the... That's... Wow. That's just... They're lacking here. But they had them here. There was a lot of sales. There were a few sales that were a little better. You know, like... But I should be able to find them here on eBay anyways. I just didn't want to scroll down through all this. But... Still, this leads me to the final question. Would you be willing to pay for this? I would not. I would not be willing to pay $750 for a bundle, 2 ETBs, and a booster box. Not at all. I would not. It's an insane price to rip at. Like, I have a feeling Pokemon is going to print this set a lot. I feel like it showed yesterday with people in queue. A lot of people were successful. Most people that weren't successful were the ones that just couldn't make it. Like, they were at work, and I get it. But one thing I will say is that I got home about like 45 minutes after it dropped, and I was 1,073,000 and something in queue. That was my position. And I still got both ETBs and the booster box. So I think there was a lot of product out there. You know, the booster boxes are highly desired. You can assume there was thousands of boxes out, like a million. Like, oh my god, I'm just thinking about it now. 1,000,000 boxes, 1,000,000 booster boxes, more than that clearly, just from the Pokemon Center. Crazy. But yeah, guys, I think it's kind of crazy that people are buying at these prices. Am I surprised? No. The market it's doing what it's doing. I don't know. People are just, they're definitely willing to pay for all this. I didn't think that it would be like this forever. I don't think it's going to be like this forever. But it's still going. But I did assume from before that we would have to wait up until after the anniversary, the 30th anniversary next year, for things to cool down. But right now, I don't know. Why do I say that? Because Pokemon got everybody hooked with all the IRs. The pull rates are better. Pull rates are tough, but they're better than they were in Sword and Shield. Scarlet and Violet showed you that. The illustration rares, Scarlet and Violet had a lot of illustration rares, much easier to pull. People loved it. We are now going to be having Megas, SIRs, and IRs. We don't know what they're going to look like as of yet, but just having that in mind, is Pokemon going to slow down next year? I don't know. I think that's going to be a topic for another video. It's really hitting me right now just thinking about that. But yeah, guys, I think we're still at the tippy top. Oh, $200. Somebody bought a booster box for $200. How did it sell on July 11th? How did somebody already sell on July 11th? That's weird. Dropped yesterday on the 15th. But whatever, $200 if it goes through and it's not a scam, you know, crazy buy. $200 already. That's not bad. There's not one Scarlet and Violet booster box at $200. Maybe the enhanced booster box for Journey Together. But yeah, guys, that's all for today. I'm pretty surprised at all these buys still going on. I thought people would calm down, but they're not. But yeah, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe out there. Peace.